Yo, what's up guys, it's Haney Design, and in this video I'm going to be answering questions that you guys asked over on my Instagram. And if you want to be featured in a video like this, you can go ahead and give my Instagram a follow. It will be a link in the description. You guys can always ask me any questions you would like. I'm going to be answering the questions over a time lapse of my most recent art. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So our first question is, why did you start graphics? So I started graphics back in maybe 2020. 2021, and at the time I was posting Rocket League videos. If you scroll down my YouTube channel, you will see the videos, but I looked up how I could get more views on my videos. Obviously I wanted more views, more subscribers and whatnot, so I looked it up and they said make a great thumbnail or have a good thumbnail. So I started looking up videos on how to make thumbnails, how to make good thumbnails, what makes a good thumbnail. And at first I was making them off my phone, and then quickly I started getting into Photoshop. And then I saw people do sports, so that's how I sort of got into design and the sports part of it. Next question is, biggest takeaways when trying to market your art/design skill. Now for me, at first I was just posting manipulations, which is really what I love to do. I love making manipulations. So that's all I had posted, and since that's the only way I was marketing myself, all the work that I got, either me reaching out to people or people reaching out to me, almost all of it was manipulation work, which is what I love to do. And then from working with those clients, you get more text-based work. You'll get, they ask different things of you and you have to do those things, obviously. So I would say do what you really like and what you're really good at and really push that. And the people who need stuff like that may see it or reach out to the people that need stuff like that. And then obviously just post them on Instagram, Twitter. TikTok is very slept on. I love posting on TikTok. Any places like you can possibly post, Reddit, Behance, all of that. How long does it take you to do edits and find pictures for compositions? So typically an edit that you'll see on my Instagram will be around 5 to 8 hours. In extreme cases, they can go to 10 to 11, and sometimes 4, usually not less than 4. 4 is probably the least, 10 is the most, but around 7 hours, I'd say. But how long does it take you to find pictures? Finding pictures is like one of the most time-consuming parts. You really have to be picky with which pictures will work, getting the perspectives correct, sort of trying to match the lighting a little bit. And finding pictures sometimes will take me an hour, 2 hours, sometimes more. What would you like Photoshop to have that it doesn't already have? This is a hard question for me. I really had to, rack my brain on this one. I think what I would like, which is very picky, is like perfect select subject, which is obviously probably impossible to do. They can't guess exactly what you're trying to select. But I mean, that would be dope, you know what I mean? So a perfect select subject in a perfect world, which is probably impossible. What's the process of choosing your backgrounds for each player? So each player, I try to think what is significant about that player, or what is that player known for. And then in certain cases, I'll think about, what is the team? What is the team's mascot? Where is the team? Things like that. So like for my Brock Purdy design, I have like gold in there. Brock Purdy has a pickaxe and he's looking over San Francisco. Obviously, San Francisco is where the team's located. The 49ers is about the team. It's during the gold rush. Steph Curry, I had like the water and the splash, and then the warrior elements. So I always just try to think of relevance to the player and to the team. Where do you get your stock images from, and also how do you go about blending them? So I get my stock images from either Google, Unsplash, and 3D Elements from Envato Elements. Those are my 3 main, definitely. And when it comes to blending, all you have to do is just remember color correction, highlights, and shadows. Those are the 3 things that go into blending. You just have to work on those things and keep working at it. Look up how to do it. Just find your way to do things. And once you get down color correction, highlight, shadows, then blending becomes super easy. It's basically all you need to blend, actually. You ever think about designing clothes? So early in my career, like very early, I did design like a hoodie for somebody, but it definitely wasn't the best, and I haven't really done it since. I've done little things for clients, but it's not the best, like by no means. But I would like to design clothes, or like start I guess, start like a clothing company, but it wouldn't be like a crazy graphic tee. It would probably just be like a simplistic, Nike style t-shirt or something if I was to do something like that. Make a video on critiquing designs. Now, this is something I definitely want to do. I tried to make one in the past, but if I'm being honest, I kind of bored myself talking. And when I was editing the video, I was like, I feel like this is super boring. Maybe I was being dramatic. Maybe it was a good video. I'm not too sure, but I definitely do want to do it in the future. Definitely going to be something that I most likely will do in the future. Where do you get inspo from? So for me, inspiration mainly comes from Pinterest. Pinterest has all types of, great designs on there, all different styles, unique things that you wouldn't really be able to see on Instagram or Behance. I mean, you could see them, but they're easier to find on Pinterest, I think. And sometimes Instagram, I will see, a really cool design on Instagram. I'll just screenshot it and save it for later. And then sometimes an idea just pops in my head. Like sometimes I just get a picture of the exact design I want to make in my head randomly, and I'll be like, oh, I have to do that. And I'll write it down in my notes or something, just if I get a great idea. Favorite part of designing? My favorite part of designing would definitely have to be right after you finish the composition, sort of setting it up. You don't have any lighting down, and you sort of just have like a blank canvas. And you can start and pick the colors you want in your design and throw down your shadows and highlights and really bring it to life. So I'd say highlights and shadows right after your composition is definitely my favorite part. Is designing and social media the main thing you want to do for your future? Yes, designing is the main thing I want to do for my future. I would love to, either be able to stay freelance or even get a job sort of corporate with a pro league or a college league, something more stable. But if freelance continues to work out and, I can grow and scale, then I would love to do this. I love doing what I'm doing right now. And then social media, I'm not making any revenue off social media, and I'm completely fine with that. If I do end up making revenue off social media, great, but that is not like the main goal. I just do enjoy posting to social media and interacting with people, sort of making connections like that. Before we actually wrap up this video, I do want to tell you guys about my Patreon. It's only $5. You get all of my favorite files. There's like 45 plus files in there, I think. I offer advice, things I've gone through in my career that I wish I would have heard before. I'll just record videos and just raw talk just like that. And of course, all my files, assets, and everything. So I'd appreciate it if you guys check that out. But that's going to be it for this video. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see y'all. Peace.